Keep telling me that your time is always taken. Keep seeing you out alone. Listen to love, it's bounded with desire, waiting to be on me. Breaking my heart, breaking my heart, yeah, breaking my heart.
Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be working with NaBeauty, and as you can see, I'm working with this unit. It is a 18-inch body wave 13 by 6, I believe. And yeah, I typically get very underwhelmed with like regular units like this, but this is actually one of my favorite installs that I've done. I think it came out really nice. Like, it's cute. I always get so wrapped in like, I want the longest bundles or I want the brightest color, but like I don't need all that for a pop-in install. So I'm just showing you guys the inside of the wig, how it has adjustable straps. I did bleach the knots off camera and I tinted the lace. I used the same lace tint that I did with my previous color, but I just keep forgetting to show you guys what it is. And I also did pluck it. It did look pre-plucked to me. I'm not 100% sure if it was. I'll, leave all the information below, but it did come with a pretty nice hairline. But I just did it to my likings, and yeah, I didn't go crazy though because I didn't want it to be super thin. So I'm just like adjusting it on my head, seeing what's popping, and now I'm gonna go ahead and cut the ear tabs and start I don't want to say gluing because I'm not using glue, but using my hairspray to lay the lace. So I'm using the bedhead hairspray. I'm getting ahead of myself, aren't I? But I am using the bedhead hairspray. I'm using the one that I introduced you guys to, not the other one. And I'm just, spraying, laying, and blow drying. Once I've done that, I'm going to take my silk wrap or scarf, whatever you want to call it, and wrap it on the hair. And I left it down for about, sorry you guys, I have a cold or something, so I sound a little crazy. But I'll leave it on for about 10 to 15 minutes. And once that's laid, I'm going to take it off. And as you can see, it's just like nice and flat. So you want to go in with some tiny scissors and just cut it. I'm basically doing the same thing. I prefer this technique that I've been doing lately with my frontals. It makes it a lot easier for me. And it just seemed to come out the best. Like, I don't know. I'm still learning, like I told you guys. So everything's not always going to be the same or be exact. Or if you're like, well, Tasha, you did this last time. Yeah, I probably did, but we're doing this today, okay? But I've pretty much been doing the same technique as far as laying my lace goes, plucking it, bleaching the knots. I have not been tinting the lace, but this time I did, and I actually like it a lot better. So I'm probably going to be doing that a little bit more often. It's just like lace tint is one of those things where you have to get used to. You have to let it really dry. You can't like, all that extra stuff. So once I've cut it, I'm taking the same hairspray and just relaying the edges of that just so that it melts into the skin even more. Because you don't want to have a gray cast around your hairline. You don't want it lifting up any of that. So again, I wrapped that baby down, honey. I wrapped it down. And I let that honestly sit for about 30 minutes or so. Like, I just did a few things and then came back. So right now I'm parting my hair. I definitely wanted a middle part because as you can see, it is a 13 by 6 unit, like lace frontal unit, but it doesn't go 6 inches to the side. It really just has a long middle part. It doesn't really have much side parting space. So I'm just parting it back, but I do prefer a 13 by 6 over a 13 by 4 because I just feel like it just looks more like laid, you know? So once I've parted my hair where I wanted it to, I'm taking my wax stick and this is the same Luster's wax stick that I always use, and I'm gonna take my pressing comb and just lay it. I literally was doing this part for like 10 minutes, not because the hair was bulky, I just wanted this to be a really natural flat install. I'm still working on it. I got a lot of compliments on my hair when I posted this on my Instagram, but I still think it was giving me frontal vibes, which sometimes I kind of honestly like the frontal look, but I really wanted it to give me natural vibes. But you know, practice is going to make perfect. And I think I need to start working with these more natural units. You see how deep that parting space goes? Yes. I think I need to start working with these more natural units more because they're honestly harder to finesse than the long units or the colored units, because if you have a natural length, you want it to look natural. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. But I'm just flattening that out and just taking my time and making sure it's flat. Another tip, if you feel like your frontal is too bulky, which this frontal was not, it was just fine. But if you feel like it, you can also pluck in between the frontal just so that it can lay how you want. And now I'm taking off that scarf and it is laid, baby. She's laid. She's giving scalp. She's giving laid. She's giving it. She's giving it all. I don't even know what I'm saying anymore. But yeah, I'm just going to press out the edges of my hair because that needs to be laid down too. So once I do that, I start to section off my baby hairs. But before I actually laid the baby hairs, I would like section off where I wanted the baby hair and plucked a little bit more because you want it to just look more scalp-like, you know what I'm saying? So you're gonna see after I go in and pluck this area, you're gonna see the difference from the left side to the right side, that the pluck side just looked a lot better. Like, and I didn't even pluck much. Like, I promise you, I plucked like for like 2 minutes and it made such a huge difference. Once I finished plucking to my likings, you see how it's a lot more, you see that on that side? It's like giving me scalp, honey, ah! And the other side I didn't pluck yet, so it was still looking a little bit more dense, but it still looked really good. But anyways, I started sectioning off my baby hairs. I wanted a more natural baby hair, but you know, my swoops came out real swoopish, but I still think it looked really good. And when you cut your baby hairs, try not to cut them across. Try to like, you know, use a razor or something like that. I just use my scissors. And now I'm using my wrapping lotion. This is the same one from Sally's, but remember, use a wrapping lotion that doesn't have alcohol or it is going to lift your lace up. So try not to use one with alcohol. So doing the baby hairs, I'm just really playing with it for the most part. I didn't want them super swoop, so I didn't use any gel today or any hairspray. I just used the wrapping lotion or wrapping foam so that when they dried, it looked a little bit more natural and not so like glued down to my forehead. So I did that to both sides, and yeah, I just kept playing with it, cutting it, plucking it, swooping it until it was how I wanted it. As you can see, my baby hairs are laid. They're more swooped than I wanted, but they are laid nonetheless. I am proud, okay? So now I'm adding powder to my part. I prefer not to pluck my parts. One, because I already kind of over plucked the hairline area to make it look as natural as possible. And two, when you over pluck, now you pluck in the part area, you're just not going to have very much time with your frontal, okay? It's not gonna last long at all. So try not to pluck everything. You know, you can finesse a few things. So now I'm just going in and attempting to layer this, I don't know what I'm doing. These scissors were terrible, so it just was not. I need some new scissors because I need something that would have glided. But it came out better than I thought. So you guys know my little trick. I prefer to cut the ends blunt and then fringe them, because when they curl, the hair curls a lot better, and the curls kind of just sit on each other versus like little frayed ends or like uneven ends. So I prefer to like cut it, and then as you can see, I will fringe it. Okay, so that's just my technique. It doesn't give you a blunt look though. Like my hair didn't look blunt at all. And then I'll like layer the rest of the hair. So that's just a little tip for the girls, okay? And just go ahead and layer. I like to start from my chin and just kind of go down, just so that when I curl, it will literally be feathered and just lay on each other. And you guys have seen my struggle curls a million and one times. One day I'm gonna learn how to curl my hair with a real curling iron, but this is how to do your hair for dummies, okay? And we are the dummies. Let me stop. But yeah, I'm just, curling my hair around the barrel. I prefer this kind of barrel versus like the original curling one, because it gets thick to skinny, and I just feel like when the whole barrel is thick, the curls just come out a lot better. So I spare my hair, curl it, hold it, pin it, boom. I do that throughout the whole head, and I typically curl away from my face. So I do that, and then I let my hair sit for a few minutes. You see that? You see the curls is popping. And then yeah, y'all will see the magic in a second. So I went ahead and did my makeup while my hair was tied up. I just made sure that it was nice and flat, and I was really nervous because y'all know I can't curl, and I made sure my baby hairs was staying down, okay? And then I'm just so proud of this install. Like, so I got so many compliments on my hair. It's crazy. And I just started taking them out, one by one, doing my thing, and the curls came out perfect, guys.
And I didn't have too much, which is giving me an excuse.
So now I'm just combing the hair through with a very wide comb, and I'm just playing with it, tousling it, seeing if I want to cut anything else, curl anything else, and I think it came out pretty good. There is parts, because I'm hard on myself, that I'm like, I need to do this next time, that next time, but overall I loved it. The wig was amazing. It held a curl the whole night. Like, I didn't have to recurl anything. Like, this hair really holds a curl, and that's a big thing for me, because a lot of wigs will curl, but they will not hold the curl. And I didn't have to add excessive product. I use a very light hairspray, and it just popping, okay? So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Do not forget to check out NaBeauty. Everything will be listed below, and I will see you guys in my next video.
So hard to finally see me through, and I love